Hey guys, it's 200hennry200, and this is a very on-the-spot video. Woo, I totally planned this out. But today's gonna be the Q&A. I'm gonna talk a little more about what's been going on, give you guys a bit of an update. I'm wearing makeup. I got my hair cut. It's a little messy still, but with an at-home job, so shush. But the Q&A is going to be kind of short. Just a warning now. I'm not going to do it quite yet. I want to update you guys on what's been going on, because there's been a lot of shit going around in my life. Not on YouTube. I'm not famous for rumors yet. So, someday. But I have been working more. If you don't know, I work at Domino's. Basically, I make pizzas for a living, but I've also recently started driving as well. But my family, pretty much my whole family, has been moving these past couple of months, and this time it was my dad's turn to move. So I've been kind of helping him, kind of not. Really sick of people moving, because I have helped my dad, my mom, and my brother move. And when I moved, no one helped me. Granted, I don't own a lot of stuff, because I'm smart and know, oh, I'm taking up a lot of space, and I shouldn't. My family is absolutely falling apart. And that's probably a story time for another day, but pretty much there's no communication between my family members at all. They can't work together to save their lives. So I've given up on pretty much everyone. But I have plenty of stories for that. That'll have to be a different time. But I guess we'll just start the Q&A. I don't know. So, I didn't really get that many questions. You guys aren't good at this, because it's kind of hard to do a Q&A when you don't get any questions, guys. But I did get a couple. I got 2 from my girlfriend, and a couple from a few other people, and I used to do Q&As on Wattpad, so I stole a couple questions from there. But the few questions I did get, I'll answer right away. So one of the questions I got was, do you plan on doing more animation? And I certainly would love to do more animation, but animation can be kind of tricky when you don't actually have a program that does animation. I don't have an animating software. I did do one animation a while back ago. It must have been about a year ago. And I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It's really cool, but it's very choppy. And that's because when I did it, I did all the frames in Paint Tool SI. But then I just put the frames into the Windows Movie Maker thing that comes on most computers. And I just used that to create the animation. Well, it comes out really choppy. And that's why I haven't done a lot, is because I don't have a program to do that. I haven't found a decent animation program that's really cheap or free, because I'm broke. But I would love to do more animation, and when I start doing more story times, I might actually do some animation, but I'm thinking most of my story times will be face-to-face, like a vlog. When I do the Draw My Life, that obviously will be somewhat animated, because it's a Draw My Life, you gotta draw it out. That's the point. But yeah, my one animation certainly does deserve a little more love if you'd like to go give it some love. Because I spent like a month making it, and it got nothing, no attention, because art is very unappreciated on YouTube. But the next question, what was the other questions? I don't remember the other questions. I'll be right back. I gotta find the questions. I found my questions. But the next one is also from my girlfriend because she's the most supportive human being in my life. But the next question, also from her, is how often will you try to do vlogs? And the answer to that is, I don't know. My life is boring. All I really do is, there's a notification on my phone. All I really do is work and sleep and eat and play Pokemon Go. I play a lot of Pokemon Go, but I have to exercise because my body hates me. But pretty much, I'll vlog whenever there's something going on, question mark. If you guys want to keep up with, like, personal stuff in my life, like, up-to-date, live kind of stuff, go to my Twitter. I'm on Twitter, like, all the time. Like, it's probably an addiction, and it's probably not healthy, but Twitter is just the greatest. It's the best. It's my life. Help. No, I'm kidding. But I can't read my handwriting. But the next couple, I only have 4 questions written down. Guys, you look, there's only 4 questions on this piece of paper. You guys aren't helping. This is the most pointless video ever. Because I can't do a Q&A without any questions. You morons. Gosh. Look. Oh, here comes a kitty. Say hi, Garf. Don't look at my room. It's kind of gross. But the next 2 questions I stole from my Wattpad, which was the first time I bet on that for a very, very long time. And I almost wish I didn't go back. You're sitting on my notes. Look at this rude little fuck. Oh. You're not helping, Garf. This is what I deal with on a daily basis. Annoying cats and whatever else I deal with. I don't know. But the main question that I really wanted to talk about was where my username came from. And this is definitely something I'll touch on when I do my... Oh, that's the bad angle. I'm choosing all the worst angles today. Ugh. Okay. Oh, yep, this is bad. There. That's not helping, but, oh well. But my username has a very fun story to it. When I was in 5th grade, my mom... What was she doing? She was helping at a friend's daycare. I know, best job ever. But I was only like 10, so I was always over there. Well, one day, my mom's friend who owned the daycare, her daughter was there, and something got brought up. I don't know how, but she brought up Webkinz, and I had never heard of Webkinz. So obviously, we had to go straight down to the Hallmark down the strip mall and get a couple Webkinz and open our accounts as a public library and blah, blah, blah. And my username for my first Webkinz account, I went through like 4 Webkinz accounts because that's life, okay? But my first username was 200hennry200. Well, I spelt it wrong because I was 10 and spelt it with 2 N's, and I've always kept it that way. And I have used that username for almost everything ever since, simply because it was easy for me to remember. I had already been using it, so it was like, okay, that's my life now. This is my life. 200hennry200. And there you go. That's the story. That's literally it. I know. I thought it was going to be a bigger deal than that. Anyways, the last question is how I met my girlfriend and where and blah blah blah. And this is going to be a fun story. This is going to be the most of the video because we are at 5 minutes recording. And this is going to be a fun roller coaster of emotions because that's my life. So, firstly, I met my girlfriend in 3rd grade, in elementary school. I've known her since, let's see, 3rd grade. That'd be math. 10. So that'd be like 2007, 2008, maybe 2006 even. So I've known my girlfriend for like 12 years total. And we were always attached to the hip, even though we're complete opposites. Her family is very clean, neat, organized, Catholic, conservative. And my family was very loose and probably falling apart already by the time I met her. But we have pretty much been through thick and thin together even before we started dating almost a year ago. As of recording this in September, we have been dating for over 8 months. Our 1-year anniversary is in December. So, yeah. I've known her for a really long time. There was a period in 9th grade, I moved to a different part of the city, so I went to a different high school. I don't really think I talked to her that much during that school year, like at all. I don't know what I was doing in 9th grade. What the fuck was I doing in 9th grade? Writing edgy poetry, listening to Avril Lavigne. That was 9th grade for me. I mean, that was everyone's 9th grade, wasn't it? Just being edgy. Although that's when I started dyeing my hair. I dyed my hair black with pink highlights. It was the dumbest fucking thing. And the bleach completely fucked up my hair. Like, my hair turned into a rat's nest. It turned into wool. And they had to shave it off. Just parts of it. I didn't bleach all of it, of course, because why the fuck would I bleach my hair and then dye it black? That'd be dumb. But, yeah, 9th grade was a weird year for me, but it was good. Shut up, Facebook. I film this on my phone. I film everything on my phone. What am I talking about? But, yeah, that was not a good year. But, how we started dating is an absolute wild roller coaster. Because early 2017, I was actually dating a guy, we'll call him MJ. That's kind of just his initials, but, MJ I dated for a month and a half. Just about, maybe 2 months at the most. But I dumped his ass because he was a clingy, childish idiot who was half blind, and it was weird for an artist to be dating someone who could hardly see. And he was really clingy and fucking annoying. So I dumped him, and he stalked me for a month after that. But then I had this weird string of one-night stands and Netflix and chill dates with strangers who I never talked to after them because I'm a fucking moron. And yes, I was sober. I'm not even 21 yet, guys. I wish. But unfortunately, all these stupid decisions were made very sober without any alcohol. Or weed. Not even weed. I'm so dumb. I know. But that summer, or late fallish, it kind of occurred to me I could have a crush on Michaela. And yes, I had Michaela after we had graduated high school to college, which was about 2 hours away. And I fucking missed her, obviously, because she was my bestie. The only person I talked to on a daily basis. And yeah, but I seemed to miss her more than everyone else. And it occurred to me why. Because I fucking love the bitch. Okay. Yep, we're gonna phrase it that way, Liz. Good job. Really good planning, team. It's just me and my cats. This is the team. Me. Oh, there are no cats here. I lied. But, so I asked her out in a very crazy conversation via text message because she was 2 hours away. And that was in November, I think, September? It must have been November. It was after Halloween. Yeah. Let's just say that. So November, we did our first date, which was just dinner and a movie, but it didn't go all too well. And I asked her, did you want to do a second date once I dropped her off at home? Well, she said no. She decided we should be friends. And, of course, I cried that whole night. I didn't sleep. I was very upset. I passed out on my dad's couch, because I lived with my dad at the time. Because I was a college dropout making pizzas for a living. So, of course, I lived at my dad's house. But, yeah, that was not a good couple of weeks afterwards. I had a couple breakdowns at work. I kind of stopped talking to her for a while, because we both kind of agreed that we needed to have a little space to think things through. But once we reconciled, we met up a couple times, and then she had to leave after Thanksgiving break. Thanksgiving in November? Fuck, I don't know. Either way, she was here for Thanksgiving break, and then she had to leave for Thanksgiving break. So our date was during that break, and now she's leaving. There's your timeline. But it wasn't until December where she decided, let's try again. And obviously I was like, holy fuck, she wants to give me a second chance. I didn't think she was going to give me a second chance. I held on to the hope that she would, but I didn't think it was going to happen. But it did. And she actually wanted to try a first kiss to see if she felt the spark. But we'll get more into that later. So we decided that when she comes back on the 18th of December, she would come over and we'd talk about it. Well, when she came over, I kind of just grabbed her, pulled her under the mistletoe, and was like, okay. And we started dating then. And she kind of admitted that she kind of did have a crush on me, and that she kind of regrets saying no to the second date back in November, and that the reason why she rejected me was because she was scared of her family, because her family was very conservative, very Catholic, very religious, and for her to be bisexual was sudden and unexpected for them. But we dated. We're still dating. Almost a year now. But it was fucking nuts. Like, guys, I don't think I could explain in words how fucking crazy that month was. I got fucked that month. It was just... There was a lot of drama. But everything seems to have turned out well. Her family has grown to accept her. Thank God. But the problem is, I don't think they realize serious we are in our relationship. But I don't think they like me that much. I've known her parents as long as I've known her, basically. Pretty much. Because, again, I met my girlfriend in 3rd grade. But I have a criminal record. I'm a college dropout. I make pizzas for a living. I'm definitely not the person they expected their daughter to marry. And... yeah... I already have an engagement ring for her, too. So, they're gonna be in for a surprise someday. I'm not proposing yet. Don't get your heads all spun around and excited. I'm not proposing yet. Not for a while anyways. I'm not even asking for their blessing until December. So, hold on to your horses. Let's all chill. Woo. I'm very excited to propose, but I'm also very nervous. Like, I could cry. But I'm not going to on camera. Because depression. Anyways, so that was a Q&A. A very wild, crazy Q&A. And I'm probably not going to do another one of these because no one gave me questions. So... what am I supposed to do? Anyways. So yeah, that was a fun video. I'm gonna go before I keep talking. Bye!